Hey everybody, today we are going to talk about how much you could possibly get from Social Security in 2024. Before we dive in, please take a minute and click subscribe to my channel if you don't already, and check out the link you see on your screen, fool.com/Frankel. It's a message from my sponsor, The Motley Fool. You can get the top 10 stocks to buy right now, and it's the best way to support this work I'm doing on YouTube. Again, that link is fool.com/Frankel. So let's get right into it. All right, so first off, the easy answer. The maximum possible Social Security benefit is $4,873 per month in 2024. Doing the math, multiply that by 12, you get that is a benefit amount of $58,476 per year from Social Security. That's a lot of inflation protected income. But to get this benefit, you need what I would call a perfect storm of income and time. So we're going to talk about the three factors that go into your Social Security benefit that you would need to perfect in order to get the highest maximum possible benefit. So these three things need to be true. One, you need to have 35 years of work history. Most people who work full-time for an entire career do have that. Number two, you need to earn at least the Social Security taxable maximum every year of those 35 years. We'll get into what that means in just a second. And three, you need to wait until age 70, which is the latest you could possibly claim your Social Security benefit, to start receiving your checks. Even for higher income individuals, that last factor tends to be a pretty limiting one. It's not practical for a lot of people to wait till 70 to start collecting Social Security. So the first part, the 35 years of work history. So as I mentioned, Social Security considers your 35 highest earning years of income, adjusted for inflation. So each year, Social Security takes whatever you earned, say what I earned in 2001, and applies an inflation adjustment to it in order to put that into 2024 dollars, or whatever year it is when you are having your benefit calculated. If you've worked for fewer than 35 years, they'll use zeros when calculating your average. So you would have, if you've worked for 32 years, they would use your indexed earnings numbers for those 32 years, and then they would use zeros for the remaining 3 years to calculate your average. Obviously, those zeros would bring your average down, and you can't possibly get the maximum benefit if you have some zeros factored into your lifetime earnings. So that's number one. Number two, the Social Security taxable maximum. So to max out Social Security, you need to be a high income earner. It's kind of the plain English way to say this. But you'll need to earn more than the taxable maximum Social Security wages in 35 separate years. Now, the taxable maximum changes every year to keep up with inflation. It's around $160,000 right now. And that's the maximum amount of income that, one, is taxed for Social Security, and two, that can be used to calculate your Social Security benefit. This is known as the contribution and benefit base, and it can, if you reach that amount, then you would have maxed out Social Security for one given year. So the third piece of the puzzle is that you need to wait until age 70, which is the latest possible time you can take Social Security. So for most people listening to this, full retirement age for Social Security purposes is going to be 67 years old. That applies to people born in 1960 or later. So if you were born a little bit earlier than that, say 1959, 1958, your retirement age is going to be at least 66, but below 67. This was kind of gradually phased in as Social Security reforms that they did a couple of decades ago. And the long story short is, if you were born in 1960 or later, 67 is considered full Social Security retirement age. However, you can claim Social Security anytime between the ages of 62 and 70. If you claim before your full retirement age, your benefit will be permanently reduced. If you wait until beyond your full retirement age to claim, your benefit will be permanently increased. The rate of increase and it's prorated by month. If you only wait a few months, your benefit will go up. The rate of increase is 8% adjustment to your initial benefit per year until as late as age 70. So, in other words, if your full retirement age is 67 and you claim your benefit at age 68, it would be 8% higher than it would be at your full retirement age. If you wait until 69 years of age, it would be 16% higher. And if you wait until age 70, it would be 24% higher than if you claimed at your full retirement age. So, by claiming at age 70, you get that 24% boost. And that's what you need in order to get the maximum possible Social Security benefit. Now, most retirees don't do this. It's a low single-digit percentage of retirees, it changes every year, that wait till age 70 to start collecting Social Security. The most common ages to start claiming Social Security are ages 62, which is as early as possible, age 65, which is the age of Medicare eligibility. A lot of retirees kind of plan to do both of those at the same time, and age 67, or whatever full retirement age for the people reaching that right now. It's not terribly common for people to wait. For one reason or another, it might not be practical to do it. You might not really need to do it. If you've saved and invested for retirement your whole life and have a very nice 401k balance, you might not need to wait until age 70 and work extra to be able to have a nice retirement. So with that in mind, the maximum possible Social Security benefit you can get at age 67, at full retirement age, is $3,822 a month, which is still a pretty nice sum of inflation-protected money. And if you were curious, if you claim at 62 as early as possible, no matter how high your income was, the most you can get is $2,710 per month at age 62. So just to kind of recap, to get that maximum Social Security benefit, you need to work for at least 35 years. Most people who max out Social Security work for significantly more than that. But your 35 highest years are what are used to compute your benefit. You need to max out the Social Security taxable, the wage base, for 35 years, meaning that you have to have earned more than they will tax for Social Security in 35 separate years of your career. And you need to wait until age 70. If you do all three of those things, then you can get that maximum Social Security benefit. As you might imagine, very few people actually get the maximum possible Social Security benefit, but it is there, and some people do get it. You don't necessarily need it, but now that you know how the formula works and how the three things that kind of go into your Social Security benefit, you'll be in a better position to make decisions to get more out of Social Security, not necessarily max it out, but to max out your benefit. Hopefully you found this informative. Please leave me any questions you have in the comments. I will do my best to answer each of them individually, and thank you for listening. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to click subscribe if you don't subscribe to my channel already. And as always, this video is sponsored by The Motley Fool. Be sure to visit www.fool.com/Frankel to receive the top 10 best stocks to buy now.